like that as soon as the engage and go button has been pressed. Nemesis could realistically dash in as well if he wants to. It just hit safely from the back line. I want to see a unified comp here from the side of Lost Ratones as KAOS. What can you spice it up with? I was talking about agency in the carry position. The Tristana was great in the game he played earlier against Ruddy, but then again, that's Ruddy, so how much of a measuring stick is that? But I do very much like this lock-in from Rai.
I do like the Tristana right here. It's actually a really difficult lane in the bot lane to play. Kai'Sa really does suffer from her short range, and Tristana is one of her big counters down there together with Corki. So I feel like KAOS have been set up really nicely right here. If anyone, I feel like I'm a little bit scared for value, and in terms of like Velia maybe playing towards the top side of the map, because the matchup is not the most favorable for the set of value. But other than that, you have a very strong mid-jungle duo that you can play around Nemesis to like kill him, take his flash early on, and that bot lane from Raya and Scylla should be pushing 24/7. So I'm looking at Shakal to be the main carry. He has 2
teams fumble a lead which they shouldn't have fumbled more often than not.
Certainly true. It is certainly true. And I mean, I think it's why we've seen so many, games where LR, as this trade looks quite nice.
Oh, hold up.
Actually, a jump forward.
There's Ignite thrown down. Crowny's going low. The W's been reset. On the right, he flashes in, finds first blood. Third jump out to safety. KAOS bringing a little bit of chaos to the fight already as BAUS actually might find himself in danger. Vayu flashes. BAUS also flashes away. Ooh. Has got that charge coming up in 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
BAUS is looking for the slow. Vayu dodges away from that one. Really nice for him, but
I don't think
getting closer. I don't think he's in ear range. He's going to get over the queue. Here comes the hammer down. Vayu finds the kill. Meanwhile, Velia falls. KAOS up 3.
Okay, a lot to unpack right there. Raya on the bottom side alongside Scylla win the 2v2, and that's what we was talking about. The AD
quite comfortable.
This is nice.
And this could be BAUS going down, honestly. He could be in real danger. Remember, he is flashless right now. Snilla, X flashes over, they find the slow. They are going to get a bit of damage off. Roxy goes through, but that's going to be Shackle. Gifted a kill. Really nice dive there on the side of KAOS. They are 4-0 up at 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very well executed early game. Early kill on many times, often plates as well on top of that. Now, LR are going to respond with this dragon, and that's a very early one at that. We're 5 minutes and 30 seconds in, but Raya continues to extend his lead over Crowny in isolation and gold. And on the opposite side in the jungle, Shakal might, of course, be losing this dragon, but he's still getting another full play, and he picked up that kill credit on that swap play from, certainly his old top side, by the way, BAUS.
Oh, BAUS is dead.
He's dead. It's very dead. I mean, he's going to miss out on this massive wave here. And when Shuckle's gone back, farmed one camp, healed up a little bit, and the numbers don't look too bad for the immediate future for KAOS. Plus, Raya's moving over from base here.
I don't think KAOS can contest this.
Swindle their way into getting one, but I think you're right. I think this should just be all 3 grubs, and KAOS with the lead that they've managed to accumulate.
He had 3 HP.
Take a step back.
He had 3 HP. Raya's getting a kill. There's the Yuntals, by the way. That'll be that finished.
Being extended out by the AD carriers. Reckless. I mean, he has ult. Doesn't have flash.
Throw it down, but there's a lot of CC coming in. The ult's going to keep him going on the death mark. Will hit here from Shackle with the unleashed power. Scuff secures the kill. Yeah. They definitely need to move their bot lane over, though. Summoner, look at the ult economy and summoner spells. Everything other than Shackle's death mark is up, and I mean, Scuff's not here, so he is teleport actually. He's going to TP in. Okay. Doesn't have ultimate for himself.
LR want to contest.
They're going to see this. Vayu's making his way over. Immediately, Dreckless comes in. They do get a headbutt pulled down onto BAUS. Trying to find a little bit of additional damage. Nice shuffle back there from Nemesis. As Raya, losing a lot of HP, is going to have to back off. Saw a flash out from Snilla there, as that might just be Vayu going down in the middle of all of this. Scuff, no ultimate. Shackle, a little bit more damage. Knocks 2 back, but he is going to get answered back out onto. As in jumps Raya into the middle of everyone, but he is CC for days. Flashes the wall. W's away to safety. Somehow Raya
more easily link up with one another to make that fight work, as BAUS, again, no flash.
Yeah, they're going all in on BAUS here. That is going to be the kill for Raya. That's them pretty much conceding the dragon, though.
Yep.
Which is going to be the Monster Slayer for the side of Lost Ratones. Means it's all about... Actually, KAOS don't need the tower. Yeah, they don't need to worry about this dragon.
And I think they just realized that. Like, in the comms, you could very quickly see, like, Shakal was maybe going to get some counter jungle camps. What's up?
That bot lane tower is quite low, and they've got grubs for Lost Ratones. There's still a level of contest. I don't know how both these towers are doing. We need to look at the towers, not BAUS.
Top doesn't have it.
KAOS got it.
No.
No, they didn't. They lost. Oh, it's so close.
No, they lost it. They lost it. I had it.
That was That was a real rough one there. Scuff tried to try and save the day, but he is going so low. He's going to be able to break away from one, but it's just gifted to Nemesis. Oh. Going all in on BAUS though here for Riot. He's just going to be able to walk away, flashes it out.
Yeah, I mean, drawn in.
Look at the map though.
It's not going to be dove, and also a teleport's going to get drawn in.
Look at the map though. Like, Velia doing the Rift Terror in the meanwhile. Like, KAOS are just chasing kills and no objectives. I'm not okay with this plan, to be honest. They have lost quite a lot of their gold lead. I say it's down to 2,000. Vayu, though, looking for Velia, is going to get stunned up, though, as Vayu, you are not going to do enough damage. Goes for the hammer shock, doesn't quite hit the mark. Is about to get his passive back, but Velia just flashes in, finds him with the Q. I don't know. I feel like Los Ratones are, you know, it's the classic BAUS. Like, BAUS is 0-7, but the rest of his team are just running rings around the enemy team.
Yeah, I think the other main thing as well is that Velia's had such an efficient game so far on this Pantheon. 134 CS as a jungler at 70 minutes in a comp game is quite the numbers. I've got to say, like, he's effectively been able to just clear into be where he needs to be for an objective, and it's kind of the dream scenario for a jungler, and it's the dream scenario for a Zed. But unfortunately, like you've highlighted, like we've been pointing out.
So he is sitting really happy right now. He's just going to all in. Keeper's Verdict goes down. Doesn't hit the mark onto Reckless. Vayu just going to try and get himself taxied out, but he is bopped back, and Crowny, that gold lead is ever so growing. Zuzula and Raya is looking for BAUS. Will get the kill onto him in response. So both ADCs pick up a kill, but Raya heavily chunked out. They can't take a tower. There's a dragon up, but they don't have the pressure. The Grand Starfall comes down. Pampion's just going to all in. Shackle's low HP. W's away. Reckless flash and locks him down. Velia secures another kill. As now Sniller nowhere to go. He flashes. He's stunned, but Reckless is on the other side of the wall. Scatter the Weak comes in, but it only hits onto one, and that is going to be the end of Sniller. Nemesis, another kill.
When you've been able to set up anywhere, it's kind of like a base of operations, right? Where maybe you're strong siding Raya on the side lane, maybe it's through the mid lane. They haven't been able to utilize just how strong this Tristana has been throughout this game. And it's, I mean, it's not just that, he's just pathing towards Archon, right? The likelihood that he would have gone back down through the bottom lane is just so unlikely, and now they're getting a pick onto Sniller. Sniller's dead. And this Archon, I mean, it's going to have to be stolen away by Shackle, but there's the Feast, there's the Smite from Velia, the Q secure. I'm going to give it over to them.
Gonna have to jump over the wall. Velia might just go in, but that's going to flash out. Velia hunting in, but Shackle's going to be his target. He is immediately popped. The damage is too big. Los Ratones are too far ahead. They even flash over as Raya is being jumped onto by Velia, able to dodge away on the Q, and he jumps over the wall with the W, but Crowny's got the flank, and I don't think Raya is going to be able to survive this one for long. W's coming out, Scatter the Weak's going down, as that is KAOS crumbling to their own play style. Los Ratones hunting kills and taking it all away.
Yep, the Archon being taken a few moments ago. This will likely be, if not the penultimate, one of the final nails in the coffin of this game for sure. Vayu's now going to be the next target. We'll see how he's able to navigate, or if LR decide to step off and just take this tower. They will be going for free.
Magnet Storm comes in. They're actually going to bring back up. There's going to be the shuffle back, and KAOS.
Yep.
I mean, you're disputing the wallet here at this point.
Yep, they certainly are. I don't think we're on pace for a 20k gold lead game, but certainly one of those games where it feels like it. Oh yeah. Right.
Okay, yeah. 4 minutes ago, when I was like, ADCs are tied in gold. It's a 2k gold lead now. Crowny is a bit of a beast, and all KAOS can do is run. Velia gets the first kill of the fight. Nemesis sends the soldiers in the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter because Crowny's got the back. That's going to be a one Grand Starfall, and Raya about to have the God of War drop on top of him. Velia will not full commit. Doesn't want to chase like Shackle did, and there's the knock-up. BAUS, it's time for some vengeance! Oh no! Where did he go? Just got popped! Scuff, the only man standing, running away. In comes Shackle to try and back him up. BAUS is low, but Nemesis takes the kill. A lone Zed has to try and hold. Luckily, it's quite early, and the death timers are quite short, so Sniller is back on the map. But they have already lost an inhibitor. Their towers are under fire. I think Los Ratones are going to make this a very, very quick victory. I think KAOS are going to be left scratching their heads trying to figure out what they need to change for game number 2. BAUS ignited. BAUS is going to take down, but the shuffle will secure the kill. And with Crownie pumping in the damage, KAOS will collapse. Game 1 is going to Los Ratones, and it didn't look even remotely close.
Nexus will fall. Just a couple more kills, perhaps. Yep, one more for Crownie. So he will lose that.
Final pick for KAOS. You now know who you're fighting against. Do you bring in the Karma? Do you bring... What do you pair this KAYN with? Because you need that pressure.
Okay, that's not usually what you pair up KAYN with, but it's very good if you're playing into two very squishy targets. Not a big fan. I like things that can push with KAYN, like the Lux, like the Milio, but it's getting locked in from Stiller, so they better make this work. You know what? It's just really hard to get the combo with the trap, right? Because you have to like push someone into the trap, and if they flash, then your E, if they pre-flash the E, the knock-up, then the trap is not necessarily properly placed, right? So we'll see how they play down the bot lane for KAOS.
Okay, it's announced. This is the draft. This is the deciding one for the LAR to move forward. KAOS needs this one if they want to go to game 3. Trouble
the wall and just get a very easy proxy. Now the problem is, Shakal was always going to be on the top side of the map, and so you're going to get a very, very quick and easy first blood over to Vayu.
Yeah, there's a fair chunk of HP. And just a few too many auto attacks as the clone gets gobbled up by the hook. And so far, Sniller has landed one hook onto one real person.
Yep,
I'm counting. I'm counting to see how much they get out of this Blitzcrank.
Yeah, we just gonna do a hook counter for this entire.
Yeah, one.
I'm
right.
out.
Oh! Oh, scuffed! That's a solo
I thought he was gonna
kill.
give it up. I thought he was gonna give it up.
BAUS getting jumped onto here by Vayu. Just gonna break away from the wall. Jumps away for a brief second. Gets some damage off. Vayu's going to get caught by the overall trespass. He's in danger here.
Oh.
BAUS just about lives. So last time around, we had a bit more of a shaky performance on that front, so they were able to get it. KAOS actually got the health bar on Shackle to look for the contest here. Velia has 6, so it does make it a little bit more dicey for them. Double grubs picked up. KAOS gonna just deny the third, it looks like, as Velia jumps over the wall. Scuff finds himself in a little bit of danger, has stolen away the Tempered Fate. Just forced Velia to throw out the monkey spin, catches him with the Tempered Fate as well, and that is a hook onto the monkey. Raya secures the kill. 2 hooks from Sniller.
2 for 2 in the important moments. I'm sure there's been a couple of
misses,
flown wide that we haven't seen, but you know, the ones that mattered right now in front of objectives.
Let's go for 3.
3 for 3.
Misses the ultimate.
Yeah.
Can't miss the E, it's a hit! Gets the hook! Traps placed down! Raya finds a bit of damage, the barrier's been used, there's the ace in the hole! Raya, you're under tower! No way did he do that!
Oh no, it's... oh, that's a disaster. That's just a down bad... Well, Vayu doesn't have flash.
Yeah, but the goat's being called into the knock-up!
Oh.
And once again, it is Raya who's kind of first to a major spike or first to a early spike. And he make it work as they find the knock-up in, and that is one dead Corki. Going to be Shackle sliding in to secure the kill. Finds the kick onto Reckless, doesn't follow up with anything more. Just going to back off.
Card collected, and it's Raya's the Dragon spawning.
Oh, Shackle.
Oh,
that's
Shackle.
not where you want to be stunned, my friend. He... Yeah, Jamada says it all for me there, mate. I don't need to go for that at all. That was a flash. You know, Raya's able to back off for the moment, but KAOS are starting up this dragon. BAUS scouts it out, swims through the wall. Dragon's going to reset. I thought they smited there for a second. That was just the E on Shackle. I got baited by Lee Sin abilities. It's been a moment. I say it's been a moment. Don Jake played it in week 1. Dragon number 2 will go over to KAOS, and Vayu will lose his life in response to that. It does look like Los Ratones, though, are going to answer.
And the kill is secured. Is this alive?
Oh, yeah, Scuff's dead.
Yeah. Goodbye, Scuffed.
Happens in replays from time to time. Just gets overcaught.
My bad as an analyst, I guess, but Raya is actually just a little bit down on XP on Reckless. I don't know how That's happened as,
Oh, there's the hook actually onto the key target. Silence comes in. Crowley can't escape. Raya gets the kill. Gets the 90 count net off onto Nemesis as well. Flashes over the charm and collects the kill. Shut down for... Really, really nice damage coming in there from Raya. And honestly, we were critical of the Blitzcrank. Snill is kind of the man of the moment there. Really turned that one around. Charm lands onto Scuff. Misses the chain lash. Does steal, though, the Spirit Rush. Nemesis just going to answer out with his own. Going very low here. In comes Reckless. In goes to another charm. Scuff jumps over. The flash comes out. He needs to get the Kingslayer off, but I don't think it's going to happen. That's the kill for Nemesis.
Yeah, I mean, it's support your dreams there. Getting in the way of the chain lash. BAUS is going to do the thing in 8 seconds. But he doesn't have the E for now, but he has all of his spells. And there's only one person that deals damage here, Jake, and it's the Lee Sin.
Yeah, well, the Forge God comes in, flashes away from the second one. Hook doesn't land from Sniller. BAUS is able to escape. Not Grubbed. Rift Herald is available. And no, Sniller's done it again. Silence on. Crowley's able to escape this time. Shackle's coming forwards. As in jumps Raya, puts down the trap, but it's not going to be enough. Jumps away with the 90 count net. Reckless can't find the Cosmic Binding off, but in comes Scuff on the flank here. Charm still available to Nemesis and the Spirit Rush.
Who offers themselves up and a bit of a prayer?
Raya?
Is it Raya?
That is not the place that... Okay, he was not looking at his screen. Sad.
He was looking at the pick on the bottom. And now they're...
Into the Cosmic Binding. That's going to be the lockdown onto the pair of them as Shackle falls. Scuff takes the portal, but I don't think he's got a 1v3 in him. He's too far behind. Los Ratones press the advantage harder. They're going to secure this dragon, the first one for themselves, and a big denial from KAOS.
Yeah, and this was one of the core win conditions for KAOS for this game. I feel like getting towards an early soul, Ocean Soul, that would have been really nice in a game like this. But losing that dragon, losing those picks, already at the deficit that they were, right? So we're going to have to sit and wait with bated breath, my dear friend. See whether or not that actually happens, but for now, LR full control of the game.
And again, I do feel like Riot, even with their mistakes, is the kind of guy to watch. Might have to hold that for, because Vayu in danger. KAOS, yeah, they've lost their top. There's nothing they can do. Los Ratones just bringing 4 over to make sure this happens. Secure this tower number 2 on the top side. And Riot just going to go back, get that Yum tiles finished up. And, I mean, that was almost pretty far from fine there. It's going to get caught by the E. Sniller has silence available to him. He isn't going to throw it down. Chain Lash does a fair amount of damage. In comes the Call of the Forge God, followed up by the ultimate and the ace in the hole. They're going to throw onto Nemesis. The Tempered Fate will collect onto a couple of people, but that's 2 kills going over to the side of KAOS to open it up. Down they fall. No, the Humble Trespass, actually. I got baited. BAUS finds the turnaround. Sniller's able to break away. Can BAUS sustain? He's a red KAYN, remember. A shutdown off screen for Scuff. In jumps Crowley, though, looking for Shackle. He will fall. Reckless secures the kill. Cosmic Binding hits the mark. Hook goes wide. Scuff has no angle in. I say that, but BAUS finishes him up. Crowley doing so much work. Raya will fall. KAOS are too low to live this fight. Crowley will not chase Sniller any further, but Sniller gets flushed onto by Reckless. A double kill for the Bard. And I think this might be a 2-0 for LR.
Yeah, and a particularly quick one at that. Atacon's on the map. Another 700 gold will go to Crowley. You need to see KAOS. Oh, hold on. Back to life, because
Nemesis.
Chakal's getting picked out.
Able to jump the wall, gets the kick off, able to break away for a second, but Belly's going to continue to chase off screen. BAUS is getting jumped onto. The Tempered Fate able to do so much work. Raya gets a chunk onto Crowley, but it's not going to be enough damage. Sniller caught by the charm. A double kill for Nemesis. Vayu will fall as well. That's a pickup for Velia. And Reckless, he's found Raya. Raya's just on his lonesome. Triple kill for Nemesis. And it just feels like the fighting from KAOS is so scattered. They never have anyone with the Caitlyn. And these calls are messy.
It's been the story of the series, though, hasn't it? Like, KAOS have just not really been able to reconnect at any of these moments where it feels like they get split up in these team fights. And it's meant either, you know, Shakal is off on the side making his own play. Raya, same thing, or Scuffed, you know. No one's really been on the... They've been on the same page in terms of the play that they want to make, but they've not been on the same target, if that makes sense. You know, like, they are all geared towards wanting to fight, but they're not fighting the right people at the right time. And just that little bit of miscoordination, unfortunately, is all Los Ratones need to take over control of any game. But especially one where they already had pretty low hopes for KAOS to upset the apple cart here. And Velia's just going to solo out this KAYN. The team is buffed. And unlike game number 1 here, Baron is likely to spawn up on the map. And that will probably be what LR, I'm not going to say need, but will acquire to end this game.
Well, that were a pick onto Raya, but Raya this time does have Sniller, so the angles aren't quite there. I need to see them play around him. Raya is 2 levels down on Crownie.
And LDR with very little armor on the enemy team too, so he's going to be dealing a lot of damage. BAUS is very low.
Yeah, just going to jump in. Scuff trying to space them out. BAUS gets silenced, gets finished up. Raya secures the kill. Vayu will fall to Nemesis though in the meanwhile, so it's a 1-for-1.
From Reckless as well, it's not okay, but that's where we're at in the game. Nemesis, mind you, doesn't even have a death cap yet, so it's going to get...
Shackle. Yeah, I mean, I saw what he was going for. It was not enough. Oh my word, Sniller, where did your health bar go? Actually, where did Nemesis? Luckily, he has some Coco to keep him going. Right, yeah, could have finished him off the back of that one. BAUS is just going to finish up the tower. They're going to pull out the horn, but, I mean, that goat ain't doing anything.
I'll use that again, unfortunately.
This is a hard one for KAOS.
It's a hard one. Yeah, it's difficult, challenging.
The good news is they got lower brackets as they go through. This isn't the end of their run yet, but they have a lot of work to do. It's in comes the monkey spin. Tempered Fate lands in. Raya isn't actually one of the ones caught. He is able to finish up BAUS here. Jumps in. Humble Trespass is going to finish him up. Good scat of the week, and that is going to be only Scuff standing. Lost RATONES. An incredibly, incredibly clean game too. KAOS couldn't even put up a slight semblance of a game there. Scuff standing on the fountain, trying to get himself a kill or two, but it's not going to be enough. Down goes the